you are that creator who has been creating for months now, who has been creating for years now, and you feel stuck at a particular number, of followers or subscribers, you feel stuck at a particular number of views. It's not just passing 200, it's just not passing 500, and you are doing the best that you think that you're doing, do you understand, to just put out good content, and you're not getting desired results, and you feel like quitting. Please, this is not a time to quit. Today's conversation, we're going to focus on how content creators, small content creators, in Nigeria can, hold themselves strong while, keeping up hope alive and hoping for when things are going to get better for them, with content creation. Content creation is now a career that is making people lots and lots and lots of money. So it can be a side hustle for you. That's why today's conversation is very important. There's so much that content creation can do for you. As a person who even has like 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 4,000 watch time, you can start getting small dollars here and there from YouTube. For people who are also over 1,000 followers on TikTok, when you go live and you discuss something quite interesting, people can even gift you money. It's not every young person who you're seeing doing well for themselves, that are into shady things. There are lots of young persons who are into content creation who are really doing well for themselves. You're seeing a child of maybe a teenager of 16, 17 years old, because they are very good dancers and they know how to handle social media very well, and they know how to do content creation very well. You're seeing how they're making so much money for themselves, and this is not only about individuals. Content creation is also something that brands can leverage. Do you understand? So as a brand, also as a business person, if you leverage social media very well, create very great content and put it out there, it can also give your business the necessary visibility that your business needs, and before you know what is happening, you're attracting the right people to your business. But where I'm going to start out this evening is the low times that we can have as small creators. I am a small creator. Before I shut down my Facebook, I shut down my previous Facebook and Instagram. Before I shut it down, I was over 10,000 followers on Facebook and over 3,000 on Instagram. I started YouTube a year ago, and I think I'm up to 600 subscribers now. Before I shut down my Facebook and my previous Instagram that used to give me morale, I had quite a number of followers and all of that. But starting out again, starting afresh, beginning again to build on social media, it can be quite frustrating, especially when you put in a lot of work. You're putting a lot of work in shooting your videos, in going out there, to get content. Sometimes you even invite guests to just put content together, or for people who do comedy skits or what have you, you're putting a lot of money to get people on board, and then you go ahead to post your content and it's not getting any traction. It can feel like the world wants to collapse on your shoulders. It can feel like, you're putting in a lot of energy and it's not bringing in anything. All right, so if you have been creating content for quite some months now and you're still stuck with maybe 500 followers, you're still stuck with maybe 200 views or what have you, this conversation is for you, and you better keep listening till the end of this conversation, because I'm also going to say something at the end of this conversation that might benefit you. But let's start with, the encouragement that you need this evening. I also need this encouragement because, very recently, I've been feeling really down with creating. I've been feeling discouraged with creating. I've not been showing up as I'm supposed to show up. And that's because, sometimes I go 1 month and I'm creating back to back, I'm posting content back to back. And if you are a creator who is doing everything by yourself. That's even why, I mean, this conversation is for small creators, because most small creators do everything by themselves. Do you understand? There are big creators who, you know, share the job roles. Somebody is going to make the thumbnails for you. That's the design that you're going to use as thumbnail. Somebody is going to edit your videos for you. That's on another hand. You know, somebody is going to, you're just pushing everything to people because you have enough money to pay them. Then there are other set of people now who I'm also part of that category of, part of those category of people, you know, that you have to do everything by yourself, you know, from scripting your content, you know, to looking for locations where you're going to be shooting, to getting guests that you're going to be shooting, to what you're going to wear, what you're going to, you know, be looking like in the video, to editing your video, to designing the thumbnail. Is a lot of work. That's why content creation is a full-time job. And I mean, for some persons who are even doing it, you know, by the side, you can see the amount of energy that, I mean, you're putting in to I mean, make all of it work at the end of the day. So that's why it's very understandable that it can be really frustrating when you're putting in that amount of energy into creating and it's bringing you little or no results. You know, 2 days ago, I started editing a video that I'm supposed to post on YouTube this evening. Guess what? I edited it 2 days ago, only exporting alone, you know, because it's like a 40 minutes video. It's exported, it did not enter my phone. I had to start it. I exported that video 3 to 4 times. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was just like really frustrating, you know. Even with editing, you know, when you're editing a long video, it is more time, you know, that you're putting in. So you can spend an entire day just editing a video, you know, and then the other processes of putting things, you know, making it look nice, and then creating some of your descriptions and looking for, you know, what's that thing called now, search engine optimization words, hashtags that you're going to use, descriptions that you're going to use. Let's just say, like, for a very fantastic video, very professional video, it can take you like maybe 2 to 3 days to do a proper editing and, you know, posting. Do you understand? Because you have to do the right things. We're going to get to that, you know. But what I'm getting to is that all of these things take so much energy. It takes so much energy. It takes so much hard work. You know, if you see all of these young people who are creating, don't look down on them, you know, and say, oh, this one is not doing anything with their lives. They are just there shooting video. They are just there. It's actually hard work. And that's why when I hear things like, you know, some of these people who tell creators to create and you don't pay them what they are worth, it's very heartbreaking. Because just like what 3 minutes video, 4 minutes video is a lot of work, you know, to edit, to put together, to put out there so that it can hook people's attention and get you the necessary views that you deserve or that you need and all of that. So it's a lot of work that creators put into create, small creators put into create, especially for people who are starting out from nowhere. Nobody knows you. You don't have a lot of people, you know, in your circle that can push your video. For most times, if your friends don't even help, you know, their content creator friends, they prefer, you know, reposting the content of other people who are already blown already. Do you understand? So most of the time you have to do the work by yourself. You have to do the work on your own. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it can be really, really discouraging when you're putting that amount of energy and you're not getting a desired result. There's tendency for you to quit as a small creator. That's where I want to start this conversation, you know, with just to put out some level of encouragement to anybody who is a small creator who is listening to me at the time, to just tell you to keep at it, keep going. Nothing good comes easy. Those people who you are, you know, looking to become like, you know, they also had their own rough patches. It might be looking all nice now for them, but that wasn't how it started for them from the beginning. Do you understand? They had times when they were having only 1 like, 2 likes, they were having only 2 views and all of that. The thing about social media is that it's just one post sometimes that can just make you go viral. That's why people like really encouraged to just be consistent with creating. Do you understand? So if you are that creator who has been creating for months now, who has been creating for years now, and you feel stuck at a particular number, of followers or subscribers. You feel stuck at a particular number of views. It's not just passing 200, it's just not passing 500, and you are doing the best that you think that you're doing, do you understand, to just put out good content, and you're not getting desired results, and you feel like quitting. Please, this is not a time to quit. When we started 2025, I told us that we're going to go all in. No matter what happens, we're going to keep pushing until we break through. There's no giving up here, especially on Grow with Sunshine, especially on this platform. There's no giving up. We're going to continue moving and continue moving and continue moving. Why is this conversation important? It's because whether you like it or not, the internet now is the new money. There's something called internet money, media money, new media money, and it's easy money. I'm not even kidding. It's easy money. Some of the amount of hard work, some of the level of hard work that people used to put in the past, to make a lot of money in their careers and all of that, you can cash that out in just maybe a day or a week if you play your cards very well on social media, and that's how a lot of young people are eating these days, and making their family happy and making their families proud. Something as little as a 1 minute reel of you dancing, on TikTok can go viral and garner like 2 million views, 3 million views, and before you know what is happening, you're making your money in dollars. You see what I'm talking about? Do you understand? So the role that creating plays in the life of content creators, it can never be overemphasized. There's so much it can do for you, aside the fact that it can put cool cash in your pocket. I'm talking very cool cash in your pocket. If you're on YouTube, or you read about YouTubers or you research about YouTubers, you understand that YouTube pays creators. If you have like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and you have over 4,000 watch time within a period of time, and it matches what Facebook needs, because there are rules and regulations for different platforms, right? So if you work hard and you get up to what Facebook wants from you as a creator, you can start earning $100, $200, $300. The more your subscribers grow, the more people watch your content, the more money you make. The same thing with, in fact, Facebook has started paying creators also. Facebook is now paying good money also for creators who create and all of that. Instagram, TikTok, so you can share your knowledge. Before you know what's happening, somebody likes what you are putting out there, and they just share, keep sharing, and before you know what's happening, your post goes viral and you begin to make money on social media. That's on one hand. And another hand is that it gives you the visibility that you need. Do you understand? I was talking to somebody yesterday when I was counseling them about their brand. They're on social media and how, because they were not on Instagram and they were not doing so much with their Facebook and all of that. They have what it takes rather. And I just kept telling the person, like, you guys can do like more for yourself. There's a way that you people will leverage, social media, and the kind of visibility that it will give your brand. It will attract people beyond Nigeria. If people don't see you, they don't know what you have to offer. They don't know you. Do you understand? So visibility gives you the opportunity for more people to see you and know what you can offer and know what you can bring to the table. When one person sees you, it's a different thing. When 10 people sees you, you are now visible to 10 people. When 20 people see you, are now more visible to 20 people. Do you understand? So that's like the opportunity that social media brings. And you see how that the world is now like a small village now. So it makes that like people beyond Nigerians are the ones, like even me, I don't have like up to like 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube yet, but every time I check my analytics, I see that the people that view my content more are people in in the US, in UK, in South Africa. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? So it means that my content is even visible to people who are not in the shores of Nigeria and all of that. So what am I trying to say? It gives you visibility, it gives your brand visibility, it puts you out there for more people to see you and see what you're doing and get to know your business, get to know what your brand brings to the table. Do you understand? So, and more visibility, more money, it now. More visibility, more money. If more people see what you're doing and more people like what you're doing, more people are going to connect with what you're doing, either by paying or what have you, right? Another thing also is that it can give you endorsements. Somebody can see, the kind of content that you're creating and say that, oh, this content aligns this content aligns with, you know, what I want for my brand. Do you understand? And they want to now collaborate with you, you know, in exchange for your followers, in exchange for your, you know, your target audience and what have you. That's why it's very important to, you know, work towards building and growing a community on social media. So I'm just pointing all of these things out to, you know, remind you of the reason why you started in the first place. Because sometimes when you're putting in all the hard work and it's not giving you the results that you need, there's tendency to just quit, there's tendency to just give up, you know. So even as I'm encouraging you right now, I'm encouraging myself. I'm encouraging myself to keep on keeping on. I told myself, like, I'm giving myself like 6 months, you know, to see what I can do with my new social, because I pointed out, I created new accounts and all of that, to see what I can do with my new social media, with rebranding and all of that, and see the progress that I'm going to make and give it my 100. You know, it's one thing that you're giving it your 100%, and it's another thing that you're just doing it as the day goes by. See, let me tell you something. The people who are actually making a lot of money on social media and, you know, are getting a lot of visibility on social media, check it, you see that they are putting in like hard work, that when you measure it with their outcome, you can see the reason why they are having the kind of outcome they are having. Social media is a full-time job, you know. So some people post as much as like 4 times in a day across 4 weeks, across 4 days or 5 days rather. So what I'm trying to say is that in a day, somebody can post 4 videos in the morning, in the afternoon, in the midday, and then in the night. Do you understand? Tuesday, they'll do the same thing. Wednesday, they'll do the same thing. And if you know the energy that it takes, that you can put in one video to get it right, you know that that's a lot of work to put out 4 videos on social media in a day, and you're able to do that in a week. You know, or some people don't even take weekend breaks, because I mean, is it not on weekend that people are on social media more? So if you're not posting on weekends, what are you now doing? Which break are you going on? So creators are actually giving in their best. So if you're going to like go on this journey and do it proper, you're going to really have to like pay attention to showing up as consistently, you know, as you can. And that's going to be like my tip number 1 on, now that, you know, we're encouraging ourselves and we're deciding that, okay, you know what, we're going to keep on keeping on. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board and remind ourselves why we started creating in the first place. I started this conversation by saying that today's own is for creators who are already feeling tired, that I'm not doing again. All my hard work is not taking me anywhere. You know, the visibility I need, I'm not getting it. This, that. See, we understand that like majority of people who start creating content online, they never break through. Some people, before they create, you know, their 20th video or their 40th video, they've already given up. And like professionals have even come out, or experts rather, have even come out to say that if you have not posted up to 100 videos on social media, don't talk, don't open your mouth and talk. You know, that is when your videos, if you count all the videos that you have posted on social media and they're up to 100, that is when you now start content creation. Do you understand? Ahead, because as at that time, your content has, you know, familiarized itself with the algorithm. The algorithm now knows, okay, what is this one doing? What is this one not doing? Who are the people that need this particular content? Do you understand? Is this person test running this niche, or has this person already niched down? Is that 100 videos that is going to decide the kind of content creator that you are and the kind of audience that needs, you know, your creators? If you don't feed the algorithm as much content as you can, it's difficult for the algorithm to push your content to the people, you know, who need to see your content. I'm just pointing out a lot of things that, I mean, if you're taking notes, it will also, like, you know, really help you in your content creation journey. So please, we're not giving up. We're going to keep creating, we're going to keep showing up, and we're going to give ourselves 6 months, and let's see how far we can go with content creating. And if you are somebody who is like really interested in creating content and you have not started, I don't know when you want to start. The best time to start creating was yesterday. The second best time is today, you know. And like, take for instance, I don't have some people will say, oh, you have to have an iPhone and all of that. I don't have an iPhone, you know. I also have an Android phone that I use to shoot, Do you understand? When I did not have lights and all of that, because like I had to, as you're journeying, you're getting some things that you need. When I did not have lights, I was still creating. You don't have to have all the gadgets complete before you start creating. Time is going. Do you understand? A lot of people are jumping into, you know, creating content on social media and what have you. You have to, if it's something that you're passionate about and you have something, you know, you need to talk about, something valuable, you know, to give to the society, because these days is even people who are causing chaos with the things that they say that are becoming very dominant on social media. Do you understand? So if you have something valuable to give out to the world, I mean, the world is your stage. You know, take your phone, put your lights on and start shooting. You don't have to be a professional from the beginning. We all make, you know, terrible mistakes when we're starting, but we start anyway. So this is me also encouraging anybody who has been thinking, should I start, should I not start? Please, by all means, you have to start this your social media journey, this your content creation journey. All right, so now let's look at some of the things that you can do moving forward, you know, to also help your content, you know, gain some level of traction. There's something called hook, right? You see how it is that you're scrolling through social media and there's a video that keeps you. What that video did to you is that it hooked you. Do you understand? And sometimes you might not even watch the video till the end. It's just that first thing that that person said at that time that just kept you, you know, I mean, you've been scrolling. Do you understand? Because I mean, with what we just basically do on social media is scroll, right? Is any video that catches your attention that you stay and watch. So whatever it is that that person is doing to catch your attention to watch their video, that thing is called a hook. And you have to learn about hooks and figure out what hooks are. On social media these days, like, attention span is really very low. People are just scrolling per second. People are scrolling, you know, and people don't stay very long watching videos again. So whatever it is that you have to say, you have to make it really quick, you know, and you have to find a way to just catch people's, you know, attention. So fix your hook. Go and check your videos and, you know, study. What I used to do sometimes is I used to ask myself, what made me to stop and watch this person's video? I will rewatch it again and say, what's this person doing? Why did I stop? Is it because this person is holding something? What caught my attention? Is it because this person blew powder on their screen? You know, what is that thing that this person did now that made me to, you know, stop the scrolling I was doing to pay attention to this person's video? You ask yourself, you know, then you ask, how can I replicate this in my video to suit my brand? Some people just hold a mic on their hand because it's very normal, you can scroll by. But when you see somebody that pinned their microphone on a cloth hanger, there's a tendency for you to stop and say, hope this person is all right. Do you understand? What does this person have to say that made them to put a microphone on a hanger? You know, some of these things, you know, I'm just giving like little examples that can help you understand what I'm trying to say about hook. Somebody is there saying, hi, my name is this, I am that. Nobody cares about your name. Everybody is existing for themselves. People are very selfish. So if you're not giving them what is going to benefit them and you make the video about yourself, I'm so sorry. It's only you that is going to watch that video. But when you talk about how, imagine starting a video by saying, hi, my name is this person, you know, and today I want to talk to you. You're wasting time. Somebody will just scroll. But when you say something like, if you're struggling with making money on social media, I have tips that are going to help you. Somebody who is struggling, you know, with making money on social media, you know, can pause and say, okay, let me even see what this person, you know, has to say. Or you go ahead to say, here are 3 tips, you know, that can help you invest properly. Do you understand? Somebody who has been struggling with, you know, investing can pause and say, okay, let me hear what this person has to say. But before, for another person who is busy saying, oh, my name is this, my name is that, so they don't leave you, they go, they find, you know, another person that can hook, you know, them to their video. So what am I trying to say? Make sure that you pay attention to like hook. Drama, that's what sells on social media. Drama. I'm not a dramatic person, you know, but social media, sometimes you have to do some kind of drama. You have to do some kind of drama that, you know, catch people's attention, or you create some sort of curiosity. Somebody wants to know, what is going to happen with this person, There's a content creator named Mr. Beast. I think that's like his major strong point, also creating some sort of curiosity gap. Somebody wants to keep watching until they see what happened at the end, of his content. Another thing is also making very bold statements that somebody will say, how dare you, let me even see how you can prove this statement that you just made. So some of these things are things that you can add to your hook, and it will help you. Now, moving forward, also another thing that you can also do is to work with timing. Naturally, ask yourself, what are the times when I go on social media? What are the best times? What are the free times that I have to scroll on social media from Monday to Friday? You gauge it. Are you a person that the moment you wake up in the morning, you pick up your phone to scroll? If you check it very well, you see that most people do that. Sometime around 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m., when people are trying to find their way to work. If you are in a bus or in a cab, you see people watching social media, using it to pass time as they are trying to find, their way to work and all of that. You capture that one, you keep it by the side. Also, sometime around maybe 3 p.m., 4 p.m., when people are coming back from work or maybe school or what have you, for them to just relax, they go on social media and want to scroll. And again, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., people are in their houses, maybe they are done freshening up for the evening. Before they go to bed, they want to scroll. Do you understand? So relaxation hours, very important. Break times. What are people's break times? The times when people are scrolling before they go to work or before they go to school. You pay attention to those time frames so that you can post at those times. Do you understand? That's also another thing that can also help you, posting your content at the right time, when your audience is online. Because when you post when people are not much online, or the people that need your video are not much online, you get like really low engagement. Do you understand? Now, also moving forward, talking about trends. Take for instance, there's a song that is trending now. It's a song by Davido and Omale, right? You already know the song that I'm talking about. If you're a social media person, you're always on social media scrolling, you know the song that I'm talking about. A lot of persons are using, that trend. Another one that is trending is somebody will bring their shoulder up and talk about why they are hanging their shoulder up. Do you understand? So you can leverage trends. Very, very important. When something is trending, a lot of creators jump on whatever it is that is trending and want to recreate it. So you can also do that and streamline it to whatever it is that you're talking about in your content. I did not talk about niche, because I'm talking to small content creators. Somehow I just believe that you already started creating, so you're trying to figure out, what do I do, what do I not do? When we're talking about niche, we're looking at like a specific area that you want to channel your energy to. Do you understand? It can be that you want to channel your energy to creating content around business, or you want to move to entertainment, or you want to do comedy, or you want to do educational content. You know what your strengths are. Do you understand? So you can leverage trends and channel them to your niche. So take for instance, now that Davido's song is trending, you can use it as an audio for maybe a video where you are putting captions on your educational video. Take for instance, now you want to teach people how to start a catfish business. You don't have to do the talking. Do you understand? Now that Davido's song is trending, what you can do is to overlay that video with Davido's song and then use your text, do you understand, on your video boldly, so that the song is playing in the background, the person is reading what you wrote, how to start catfish business in Nigeria. Number 1, you write it. Number 2, you are using text now to communicate whatever it is that you want to educate people on, while laying the Davido's music. Do you understand? With the video and all of that. So I'm just trying to explain with very relatable examples. Another thing also I want to point out is that if you're a creator, try as much as you can to also engage with people. A lot of persons don't do that. A lot of creators don't do that. They don't leverage engagement. Siba, you have to engage with people's content too. It's not only your content that people should like and comment. You too, go and be liking people's content, go and be engaging people's content. It also puts your own profile out there. You might comment something very nice on somebody's comment section and they come and follow you. You know, for me, like, my strong point is like YouTube. Most times when I'm going to go and comment on people's comment section on YouTube, you know, somebody will like your comments, and in turn they want to check out your profile and see, okay, this person that talks like this is looking like this person has sense. Let me even see this person's page and see what they are up to or see what they are about. Do you understand? So, like, it's very important for you to go and engage with people's posts. Go and engage, go and like the same. Like, you are looking for like, you are not liking people's posts. You are looking for comments. You see people's posts, you will not comment, you will pass. You are looking for following or to subscribe. You are not subscribed. Me, like, sometimes when I just keep subscribing on, every time when I see like small creators like me, you know, I just give them a subscription as an encouragement, because I know what it feels like to be a small creator. Do you understand? Sometimes when I just keep subscribing to people's channel, I'm just telling God, you are seeing me, or you are seeing my heart, right? You are seeing like how I'm encouraging people. Also bring people to like encourage me, and, you know, subscribe to my own channel and follow me also. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? Because you cannot say, oh, me, I don't subscribe to people, I don't follow people, but you want to be followed on social media. You want people to subscribe, you want people to like, you want people to comment, but you are not returning this gesture. You self check it now. Is it a good thing? Do you understand? So it's also going to help the algorithm. If you engage like a human being, you post something, you will ghost. Some people said, even under their post, they'll be feeling too big to like the comments that somebody commented under your post. It's not okay. Or return the comment. Somebody comes to your post and say, oh, nice post. You are feeling proud already. You are not replying people. You are not saying thank you, or maybe liking the person's, you know, comment to show the person that, oh, this person saw me, you know, commenting on their post. Social media it's like a real world also. The same way you will not like people to ignore you when you are talking to them or when they are talking to you. Do you understand? It's the same way it happens online. I don't know if you get the point I'm trying to make. So if you can designate a time frame, maybe you decide, okay, I'm going to use 20 minutes today to go and comment on people's posts, to go and like, to go and follow, to go and subscribe. I don't encourage follow for follow, because sometimes you are following people who you don't even know where their square root is. Do you understand? Their content, it doesn't align with whatever it is that you are doing. And you know how it is when you follow somebody, the things that they post will pop up on your feed. And if you're like me, I'm a person who I'm really very big about my values and my morals and all of that. If I notice that you are posting things that are against my own beliefs and values and morals, I'm going to unfollow you. I'm going to, in fact, if it gets to the point where maybe you're posting inappropriate things, I'm going to block you, because I'm also paying attention to, you know, my mind and the things that I consume. Because I mean, whatever it is that we see and we hear, we become. Do you understand? So like, I pay close attention to some of the things that I allow to enter my head, things that both audio, video. It's not every kind of video I watch, it's not every kind of audio I listen to, it's not every kind of conversation I choke my head inside. So if those kind of people want to follow me, I don't follow them back. You can follow me, fine. Do you understand? But I take out my time to follow people who are actually doing things that resonate with me, and also give them my own encouragement. I don't know if you get the point I'm trying to make exactly. So stop ghosting people, reply people's comments, go on people's profile also and show them some love, the same love that you are looking for, you know, also show it to people. It works like magic. I'm going to tell you, because these are some of the things that I do, even with like my YouTube. Most times is I subscribe to people's channels, you know, I do a lot of comments, and people want to also check out what I'm doing and also subscribe back, you know, and all of that. And the next thing I'm going to also talk about, which, I mean, our time is almost fast spent, so that we'll start rounding off, is to try and be consistent. Do you understand? Try and be consistent with social media. I know that it can be really difficult, you know, with juggling everything that you are doing. Take for instance now, I'm at work, I'm doing my job, I have to still edit videos, I have to post videos, I have to edit thumbnail, I have to script. Like basically what I do every day is that I set a to-do list the night before, so that the next day can help me align some of the things that I want to do, and then I begin to tick them off. Sometimes I decide that, okay, you know what, today I'm going to edit like 3 videos. Maybe the previous day what I did was scripting. So whatever it is that works for you, but make sure that you build a structure around being like very consistent with whatever it is that you want to be posting and all of that. You cannot do everything in a day. You cannot decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to script today, I'm going to see. Sometimes those softwares, those editing softwares can just show you pepper, and your entire day you just waste it, on trying to fix one video, and it can be frustrating. I'm telling you firsthand. Do you understand? So whatever structure that you're going to build around consistency, try as much as you can to do that. You have to be consistent. If you're going to grow on social media, if you're going to grow on TikTok, on Instagram or YouTube or what have you, you have to put content out there. You have to be consistent with putting. Do you know the people you are competing with? You're competing with people who post 4 contents in a day. Some people post 6 contents in a day. Those are the people that you are competing with your one content that you are posting, 1 content every month, as regards somebody that is posting 6 contents in a day, and you're asking God why. Do you understand? Some of the things that we're asking God why, if God answers you, you'll be very shocked. So putting the work, putting the hard work, do what you need to do, and while we're also waiting for God to do what they can do. Do you understand? And the last thing I'm going to talk about this evening is collaboration. Very, very important. And that's where I'm going to talk about what I mentioned I'm going to talk about earlier. Collaboration is very important for small creators. They will say 2 heads are better than 1, and your audience might not know me, my audience might not know you. When 2 of us decide to put something out, it means that your audience will now know me, my audience will now know you. That's more audience to you and more audience to me. Do you understand? So you see how 2 heads are better than 1. If you're in Abuja and you're a small creator, look for a way to find other small creators like you and collaborate, make friends with them. You can leverage their gadgets. If you don't have a phone that has a fantastic camera and another small creator who wants to collaborate, they can use their own gadget that is better than your own and shoot you. Do you understand? And the video will be nice. I don't know if you get the point I'm trying to make. If you know how to make designs, that's thumbnails, and another person knows how to do videos, you people can decide, okay, you know what, I'll be making your thumbnails, can you teach me how to do this or do that, or can you help me edit this 1-minute reel or something? Collaboration is key. See, for social media, there's really no major competition like that. Creators, even with the very big creators, what they do is that they come together. Do you understand? You see this person, Kiki, creating with Lasisi. You see they are just too funny, creating with this. You see they are always. I think that content creators in Nigeria, big content creators in Nigeria, they have each other's backs. Do you understand? They are always working together to create. This person is on this person's show tomorrow, this one is on this one's skit tomorrow. That should tell you something. That's where are you competing to? What are you using your competition to do? Go and collaborate with people, go and merge with people. Do you understand? And see where that leads you. For me as an individual, let me just say this before I round off in case anybody that is listening is interested, right? Me for the next 6 months, I started it this month of May. I just decided today to put it out there to see if more people are interested, right? For the next 6 months, I'm going to be very particular with creating content, with showing up every time, with posting 1 content every day, from Monday to at least Friday. I want to make sure that I put out at least 1 content. I want to be consistent in the next 6 months, with creating, with commenting on people's, with meeting people and all of that. Just basically doing things that would help, my growth online. Do you understand? With also researching and learning. And I want to like go on that journey with like small creators like me also, you know, in Abuja. And I decided, okay, you know what? Let's see how we can do this. Maybe we can be meeting maybe once in a month, you know, for these 6 months, or maybe 2 times in a month, you know, where we sit down, we have conversations, we share ideas, people can collaborate, people can meet new people who are also new content, who are also small content creators, you know, in this axis, maybe Abuja, Maraba, or Nasarawa, or wherever it is that you're coming from. And let's see how we can, you know, at least increase our followers or our subscribers by 100 or by 200 or by 500 before these 6 months runs out, so that you see like visible growth. I feel like, you know, when you're working together with people, do you understand, it gives you some level of speed when you know that somebody is you're going to be accountable to somebody. Do you understand? It's going to also help you as a creator who has been, you know, having cold feet, you know, about something. Do you understand? So the only way that I think that you can, you know, reach out to me now is on social media. Do you understand? So if what I'm saying is something that interests you, you want an accountability partner that, you know, would help you with maybe social media waka for the next 6 months, I am committed to it. So that's why I want other young people who are interested, who are small creators in Abuja, who can journey with me, so that we can hold ourselves accountable, share ideas, and grow together, right? So if it's something that you are interested in, please go and text me on, you know, any of my social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm there, Sunshine Chikezie. Just text me and say, oh, Sunshine, I listened to you on radio, I want to be part of your account. And please, it's very free. It's as free as a bird. I just want us to grow together. Do you understand? It's as free as a bird. All right, so that we'll see how far we can go. Sunshine Chikezie on Facebook, Sunshine Chikezie on Instagram, Sunshine Chikezie on Twitter. Inbox me and say, I listen to you on radio, I want to be part. I'm a small content creator living in Abuja, and I want to be part of your accountability team. Please don't tell me hi Angle or hi Angel, all of those things that people used to say. There's going to be higher tendency for me to ignore you, right? But when you just text and say, oh, Sunshine, I listened to you on radio, you talked about accountability and creating amongst, you know, content creators, I want to be part of it. Chicken, and that's all you need. Do you understand? We'll take it from there and see how the next 6 months would work for us. So please be encouraged. If you're a small creator, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Even though some people keep asking, who went to put that light at the end of the tunnel? What happened to putting it in the middle of the tunnel? I totally understand. You know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to keep showing up. That social media money, we will chop it. I've told myself, I'm going to eat YouTube money. I'm going to eat TikTok money. I'm going to keep showing up on social media. That internet money, we're going to taste of it. Amen. All right, so I hope that, you know, we had a great time talking this evening. So please make sure that you hit me up, Sunshine Chikezie, on all platforms. Sunshine Chikezie. Chikezie is spelled Chikez. Write it down, no, before you forget it. Sunshine Chikezie. Chikezie. Let me spell it again. Chikezie. That is my surname, Sunshine Chikezie, on all platforms. And if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please by all means make sure to subscribe. This conversation is also going to be posted on my YouTube page, the same way the last week conversation and the last 2 weeks conversation have already been posted. So if you want to also, you know, re-listen or rewatch some of the things that we've been talking about on this growth program or this growth platform, go on my YouTube. You're going to see them there. Sunshine Chikezie. All right, thank you so much for finding time. See you next week, guys.